So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ronica and today we are going to be preparing meatless stew peas. So here is my peas. This is 2 cups of baby red peas. I am not using kidney beans. If you want to use kidney beans, that's perfectly fine, but I am using baby red peas. And I'm also cooking my peas from start. I did not soak my peas overnight because these baby red peas is not hard to cook. They're very tender and easy to cook, so I did not soak it overnight. But if you have stomach problem, guys, you don't want to just cook the peas and consume it because it's going to burn your stomach. You need to just boil it first, throw off that water, and then cook in fresh water. Or the best thing to do is soak it from overnight, and then in the morning you throw that water off, you rinse it, and then you cook your peas with fresh water. But I am just going to just cook my peas straight. This is 2 cups of peas and this is baby red peas. All I'm going to be doing now is just add some garlic, some pimento seeds or pimento berries, and then I'm going to be just cooking it for about half an hour because it won't take that long to cook. So I'm going to be adding the garlic. This is 5 cloves of garlic and I just chopped them, and I'm going to be adding the pimento seeds or pimento berries. And I'm also going to be adding some salt. I like to cook my peas with salt, guys. So I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just going to be adding some fresh thyme. And because I did not soak my peas overnight, when it comes to a boil and start boiling, the peas is going to rise to the top of the pot. To get your peas under the water to cook properly, you would have to, as we Jamaicans would say, we're going to sink the peas. So once your peas come to a boil, as you can see, most of them is on the top of the water. So we're going to sink the peas, as what Jamaican would say. So you're just going to use 2 cups of water, and then you're just going to throw it around, and then all the peas will go down into the water to cook properly. So this is how you sink the peas, guys, Jamaican style. So now this is about 3 cups of water. This is 3 cups of water. I'm just going to allow it to cook, and then we're just going to continue cooking our meatless stew peas. I'm going to show you the other rest of ingredients. So here I have some red onion, some bell peppers, scallion, thyme, pumpkin. I have a scotch bonnet. Yes, I'm just going to use the whole scotch bonnet pepper, some ginger, some carrot, butter. I'm also going to be using some all-purpose seasoning. I'm going to be using some Old Bay seasoning, some black pepper. And guys, the butter is definitely optional. You don't have to use butter if you don't want to, but I'm just going to add a small amount of butter in mine. And you can also use white onion. You don't have to use red onion. I have red onion at home, so I am using red onion. And then we're just going to knead up some flour to make our spinners. You know, 2 dumpling. Can't go wrong with dumpling in a stew peas. So after about 30 to 40 minutes, guys, I think my peas is now cooked. So I cook these peas in 3 cups of water. I am just going to test it to see if it is now cooked. And as you can see, guys, my peas is cooked. Some is very tender. I'm just going to go ahead now and add my coconut milk. I'm adding 2 cups of coconut milk, and I'm just going to, and this is homemade coconut milk. You can use the coconut milk from the tin or the powdered coconut milk if you want to, but I am using homemade coconut milk. So I'm just going to add the ginger. That's about a teaspoon or a little bit over a teaspoon of grated ginger. And now I'm just going to allow it to come to a boil, and then I'm going to just add the rest of ingredients. So now we're going to add our pumpkin and our carrot. I'm just going to add a small amount more of coconut milk. Now we're going to add our spinach, our dumpling. So it's time for our dumpling, guys. So now we're just going to toss everything around, and we're just going to allow this to cook for at least 4 to 5 minutes, guys. And then we're going to add our green seasoning. We're going to add our bell peppers, the scallion, some more thyme, and we're going to add that scotch bonnet pepper plus our dry seasonings. So just cover it up and allow it to cook for a bit, and then add your seasonings. So now it's time to add our seasoning. So we're just going to go in with all our seasonings, all the bell peppers, all the onions, and remember you can use white onion, guys. Now we're going to add the thyme and also the spring onion. So now we're going to go in with our scallion. So to get all the juices from the scallion, you want to wring it, or you can just beat it. You can just use the knife or a spoon and just beat it against a cutting board. And this is a scotch bonnet pepper. We're just going to go in with all that scotch bonnet. You don't want to cut it, because if you cut it, you're going to mess up your stew peas. So now we're going to add some butter. Remember, I told you the butter is optional, but I'm going to add like a teaspoon of butter. And then I'm just going to go in with my dry seasonings. I'm going to add a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, half a teaspoon of black pepper. So now you're just gonna go in and toss everything together. You want to make sure that the pot is not sticking at the bottom. So make sure you just toss and turn everything together and just allow it to cook. And this should be ready like 5 minutes time, guys. 5 to 6 minutes, and this should be ready. Our meatless stew peas should be ready. So I'm just gonna cover it up and allow it to cook for at least 5 to 6 more minutes, and then our stew peas is going to be ready. So before I cover it up, guys, I want to give it a little taste to see if it's okay or it wants any more salt. So you just have to give it a little taste. I'm going to taste it again, and I think it's perfectly fine. It don't need any more salt. So I'm just going to just cover it and allow it to cook. So this is it now, guys. Our meatless stew peas is ready. Look at it, looking so beautiful. This looks so rich and so nice. Look at the peas. Everything is just combined together. Very thick. This is the consistency you want your stew peas on, guys. I'm going to give you guys a close-up look. This is how your stew peas should be. And remember, this is meatless stew peas. I don't have any meat in my stew peas. Normally when I'm cooking meatless, I like to put saltfish, but I did not put any saltfish in this stew peas. This is just stew with peas, pumpkin, carrot, some dumpling, and some fresh green seasoning, and a little bit of dry seasoning. And this is my meatless stew peas. Look at it, guys, looking so beautiful, and it is delicious. Trust me, tastes really nice. So here you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribers yet.